So herd immunity is a concept that comes from our influenza, our flu viruses. And in fact, from other viral outbreaks that we have. The concept is that in order to, if you remember earlier, I had mentioned that the propensity for a virus to persist or propagate is dependent on a couple of factors. And one of this is this level of immunity within the population, which we term herd immunity. So as a general statement, children, which is, I just wanted to mention this piece because it hasn't come up yet, that the one, shall we say, saving grace in this pandemic so far has been that children have not been severely affected by this virus. And that's actually really a reassuring piece for all of us that have kids. But in general, as you know, kids are often ports or vectors for transmission of viruses when they go to their schools and they're in contact with other kids. But at the same time, that re-exposure to those viruses builds a level of immunity within the community, and that is termed herd immunity. So for any type of outbreak, whether it's a pandemic or an epidemic or a small outbreak, once you start seeing a number of cases build up in the community, then those people develop an antibody or protective immune response, hopefully, to that virus. And then the benefit of that is not limited to that individual, but that benefit is then somewhat shared at the level of the larger population. So this is the whole concept, again, of vaccinations, this concept of, again, building herd immunity, that if we vaccinate enough people, then obviously their ability to transmit that virus becomes less and less. The other way is to get natural infection and build what we call herd immunity. So it's really just building immunity within the population, which is really, really important to reduce that, to flatten out that curve, whether we're talking about epidemics or pandemics. And so I'm not telling you that large numbers of outbreaks are a good thing, but the good news in this disease is that if 95% of people end up with little to no symptoms, then those people are now building some herd immunity within that community. And that in some ways will actually help flatten out this virus.